and powers to obey magistrates, governments, okay? Principalities, okay? You got to follow. The Lord set this in place. Don't look at it as men doing this. Look at it as a spiritual. The Lord set this in place. So when you're going against these carnal governments, okay, you're going against the Lord, okay, because the Lord put that in place. He put everything in place. So that's how you have to tell your kids. That's why you have to preach this gospel. Is very important because you open up the mind. Like, yo, like I tell my son 21 years old. I tell my son, I say, hey man, I ask him questions sometimes. I ask him questions like, you know what I'm saying? Like I ask him like, what would you do if the cops pulled you over and you had all your plates, everything was right, your registrations and stuff right. You know what I'm saying? What would you do? So I act like, you know, that I'm chilling with him. It's a psychology question to see what he would do. That's how y'all got to do with your kid. Test him, okay? And then you see what's his reply going to be. And if he say something stupid like, man, I'll be like, well, why you pull over? I flip on him. I check him right there. I said, that's stupid. That's dumb. Okay? Yeah, it's stupid and it's dumb. And the reason why I have to be hard on reproof him, we're going back to reproving. We're going back to discipline. The reason why I be hard on him and reprove him is because that could save his very life. Okay? You dealing with Esau. You dealing with the devil. Okay? The carnal man. Okay, that's on this earth. And he is the Lord's sword. And he do not use that sword in vain. And that's coming up too. Okay? Meaning he'll fuck you niggas up if he have to. And he don't care about what he do. Okay? So I check him like that. I say, that's dumb. I say, if you got everything right or whatever like that, why are you going to try to be cool and try to go against them? That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Then I say, yo, if you get ever pulled over for some shit like that, and I hear with the report, you know what I'm saying, from the authority that you were trying to act like that, and you were trying to act tough and macho because your homeboy's in the car with you, don't expect for me to come get you out. You're a fool. You're a fool. Because if you understand what we telling you with the commandments, and some of them, you know what, and another thing too, some of your kids, man, you might have kids, and you could talk about it, but they just might not get this path. And it might hurt. You know what I'm saying? But hey, what it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's going to be, man, that's the Lord. You know, I don't have nothing about, I don't have no judgment on that. But in my house, I do. In my house, I speak, I blow that horn. The spiritual trumpet about the Lord. And I'll tell them through the commandments, you know what I'm saying, who it is. And who's our enemy. And sometimes they get all messed up too because they got certain family members that's in their family that might be like their grandmother, it might be white. You know what I'm saying? But it always goes by the seed of your father. And that's sometimes too complex for them. They'll say love is love. And sometimes you just ain't gonna get into all that shit. But yeah, so I asked them that. I say, hey, what is that? I mean, like, why would you act like that? You know what I'm saying? And then I say, now, what happens, because I remember my father used to do this to me. You know what I'm saying? My papa, not my father, my papa, my dad, before he rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? My dad was a rough dude, man, but a good dude, you know what I'm saying? My dad was fair, you know what I'm saying? But I told my dad one day, right? I said, yo, damn, man, I'm tired of these goddamn cops pulling me over all the goddamn time. Tired of this shit. So my father said, Colin, come here, let me talk to you. He said, Colin, let me talk to you. I said, okay, what's up, Pop? He said, do you have your registration? I said, nah. He said, damn. He said, do you have your inspection is right? I said, nah, man. I'm going to get it, though. He said, do you have your license? I said, nah, it's suspended right now. He said, do you have insurance? I said, nah. Because my whole shit was jacked up. But I kept saying, well, he could pull him over. He said, man, get the fuck out of my face. Talking about the cops is always pulling you over. Ain't nothing right. Everything is about the straight gate. You niggas want sympathy, you know what I'm saying, for doing wrong. You're not getting no sympathy. Do right, and you don't have to worry about that. Read on. And it says, for the rulers are not in, verse 3, Romans 13:3. For rulers are not to terror to good works, but to the evil. Will thou then be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. So if you do what you have to do, don't worry about it. Okay? Let me give you another precept. 1 Peter 2 and 14. 1 Peter 2 and 14. First Peter 2 and 14. Let me make sure this is right. Yep. 1 Peter 2 and 14. Here it is. 1 Peter, jump at 13. 1 Peter 2 and 13. Submit yourselves to every ordinance of man for the Lord's sake. You see that? Read it again. Submit yourselves to every ordinance of man for the Lord's sake. Okay? Because remember, the Lord, he let that government be. Okay? That government just didn't pop up and say, we the great government. You know what I'm saying? No, the Lord allow that government to be in existence. For them to be a government. Okay? Even if they're a wicked government and they only ruling for a dispensation of time, but the Lord just allowing them to rule for that dispensation of time. Like all the other kingdoms that came to nothing, they rule for a dispensation of time. Oh, you a little faith? So you have to rule for, that's why it says for the Lord's sake. Okay? Because you're doing it for the Lord's sake. Okay? Don't look at it for carnal man. Okay? But only a spiritual mind would understand that, and you need spiritual training. You need spiritual boot camp to get into to become a Green Beret or to come to special forces. You niggas want the crown, like some of the like the apostles would say. They would use this a couple of times. They would say I think who said this? Gabar. He said that niggas want the crown, right? They want the crown on their head. You know what I'm saying? And they want to be, no, they don't want the crown, excuse me. They want the glory. But you can't get the glory without going through trials. You know, it don't go glory and then trials. You have to go through the trials first in order to get the glory, then to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through something. When niggas they just want to jump right into the glory. You know what I'm saying? It don't happen like that. It's a training. It's things that you got to go through. Okay? And that straight gate, that's the gold being tried in the fire. Okay? When the gold first come up, the gold is all corroded, got dirt all over it. It has to be purified. That's how you have to think. You got to get purified to get right. You know what I'm saying? To get right for the Lord's sake. And then it says, submit yourself to every ordinance of man for the Lord's sake, whether it be to the king as supreme. Okay? And now, that's letting you know that's talking about institutions. Okay? And let's go to Matthew 22 and 21. Hold that. Matthew 22 and 21. Where's that at? Don't want to lose that. Matthew 22 and 21. They say unto him, Caesar. They say unto him, Caesar. Then said he unto them, render therefore unto Caesar. You know what? Start from the top. It says, let's start at 16 so you can get the understanding of it real quick. This is Matthew 22, verse 16. And it says, and they sent out unto him their disciples with the Herodians, saying, Master, we know that thou art true, and teach the way of the Most High in truth. Neither care thou for any man, for thou regards not the person of men. Tell us therefore, what thinkst thou? It's a question they asked him. is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar or not? So now this should let you know whether when a cop pull you over and he's asking you certain things, don't get indignant. Don't be a jackass. That's dumb. That's stupid. I was watching a Ron DMC show, right? You know what I'm saying? Me and my lady, we watch that sometimes, the Ron DMC show. I forgot what it's called, but Ron DMC and his wife in his house about his life. And him and her, I like her that saying that she used. But she be saying when Ron be playing with her sometimes, he'd be like, no, this is what we gonna do and stuff like that. And she'd be like, that's dumb, that's stupid. So I like that. I use that sometimes to play around. But that's for us, you know what I'm saying, when you're trying to buckle up. You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck you pull me over? That's dumb. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Don't be stupid. That's trying to be like a tough guy and all that other stuff. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't show your scholarship by being tough. That doesn't show how smart you are. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen like back in the days when guys like a girl, you know what I'm saying, they try to be extra hard. You know what I'm saying? That's not how you pull it. You have to use your mind. You know what I'm saying? We call it the gift of gab. You got to spit sweet things in her ear. You know what I'm saying? To get the love in. Anyway, where we at? So let me finish that. It says, okay, it says, they say unto him, nope, I was at 17. Tell us therefore, I was at Matthew 22:17. Tell us therefore, what thinkst thou? Is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar or not? And that's paying taxes. But Yahweh shall perceive their wickedness and say, because he know it was a trick question. You know what I'm saying? So he could, it's a trick question, so he could go they could run back and say, and that's how a lot of you niggas do too. They're trying to set him up. It was a test. He said, why tempt ye me, you hypocrites? Why y'all trying to play me? You know what I'm saying? Why y'all trying to tempt me, give me a trick question? A lot of niggas do that too. They try to ask you something question and say, yo, I'm going to ask him this. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to set him up. We're going to try to catch him out there. Try to trick him up. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing new under the sun. And then it says, and they brought unto him a penny. Whose is this image and inscription? And they said unto him, Caesar. Then said he unto them, render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and the Most High the things that are the Most High. Okay? So that's how you have to look at that. We follow if you trust in the Lord and not in the system, you got crooked cops, you got people that's going to do crooked politicians, you got evil in everything. Okay? You got evil in Israelite camps. Okay? There's evil in everything. All right? But when you understand that, you know what I'm saying, and you have faith in the Most High, He's going to reveal that. Okay? But you continue to follow the light. You continue to do good. And that's what I had missed before too. When you grow, you start getting understanding. Like, why everybody, you got wicked in everything. And I don't give a damn who you say, what camp you part of, or what crew you think you're part of, which concerning the Bible. You got wicked in everything. The devil's always working. Okay? How he can devour someone. Okay? And he might go through men. Because men got spirits on them. Okay? Every camp, Israelite camp, I'm talking about the circumcision. I always use that. Yes, I do. Of the circumcision, have wickedness around them or in that camp to divide that. And backbiters are one of them. You can tell when they preach and when they teach, you know what I'm saying, that backbiters, they not even rooted when they preach, they teach. They just look like a dummy, a mannequin. I say, and that, and we gotta do this, and we gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be lively stones. Okay?